from sizes 14 to 28. Designed to fit a real woman, like me.
It was a battle between good and evil, right and wrong, just and unjust. Stone knew what he had to do. Killing was his business, and business was good. 10 Seconds to Death from Miramax Films. Rated R for mature.
Coming up in our next segment, making money by refinancing your own home. Sound complicated? We'll show you how easy it can be when you do business with Acceptance Mortgage. We'll be right back with Texas is Talking on Fox 4 Dallas.
Severe weather. It affects everyone. And here in the Treasure Valley, no one knows severe weather better than John Sanderson. When severe weather hits, you can count on John to bring you fast, up-to-the-minute weather reports. Storm Tracker 12 with John Sanderson.
We are back. Wonderful, wonderful. We have, ladies and gentlemen, live in the station, Alderman Roger L. Washington. He's the 24th Ward Alderman running for that office in 2015. I want y'all to give me a call at 708-343-3906. That's 708-3443. That's right. Call now. The lines are open. The phone lines are open. 708-343-3906. We've been talking with Alderman Roger L. Washington for the 24th Ward Aldermanic for around the K-Town area. For those that remember who moved out of Chicago, we want y'all to move back to Chicago. Why should people move back to Chicago? Give me your insight about that.
They should move back to Chicago because I will be alderman. That means the joy, the sunshine, the happiness, and the enthusiasm of saying, yes, I'm from K-Town, I'm from the West Side. We'll be back in the atmosphere again. A lot of people move out because they are disenfranchised with current leadership and just the morale. And I'm willing to bring back. Well, it's coming now. It's here every day. I mean, since May, I've been campaigning, and more positive energy have been erupting in the 24th Ward. And right now, people are starting to listen, and they want to come back. This is not by my design. Trust me, this is God's doing, and He's making sure it come to pass.
Now, you said that you're a minister. Where is your church at?
Right now, I'm the assistant pastor at a neighborhood United Methodist Church right here on 18th and Washington.
18th and Washington?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what? Here in Maywood?
Yeah, under the leadership of Conway, Pastor Conway.
I'm gonna have to come and check out your church.
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay.
I grew up at Metropolitan Missionary Baptist Church, 2151 West Washington Boulevard in Chicago, under the tutelage of Craig Melvin Smith. He started a ministry out in Hillside, the Freedom Church.
Okay.
And I was the very first youth pastor there. And then Pastor Conway asked if I can come over and help him out over here in Maywood, and I've been there for the last 8 years. So I've been around.
Wow.
Yes, sir. And I've saw a lot of and I've created a lot of different movements and different ministries and under the umbrellas of other pastors. So wherever God leads me next.
Okay. So we've heard all in the news that Chewy Garcia and Bob Filarelli are pounding the pavements hard, especially on this red light camera situation. And what do you feel both the red light and the speeding needs to be addressed at the same time, or one stone at a time?
Chicago police officers had that task for years. Reading general orders, we were to write parking tickets and movers for speeding and running lights. There is no need for a camera when you have a Chicago police officer, state troopers, and county sheriffs who do that job daily. So why try to reinvent the wheel and spend money in places where you can pretty much put those funds in a department, in the police department, that does the same thing? I mean, it's pretty much an oxymoron to me, if you ask me, man, because that's what we do. If I was set to write a red light camera ticket, why should a camera do the same thing? I don't understand it.
Wow. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I know I have people signing in, As you can see, Alderman Washington, as you can see on the big screen back there, we're actually still live on Live 365. So we want everybody to tune in and listen to us. We're also on iHeartRadio. So if y'all need to listen to me, go to the Rob G Afternoon Drive Show. We are here live with Alderman Roger L. Washington, Chicago police officer. I'm not going to tell you his district because right now it's too many of you crazy people out here trying to play games and do the ambush and things. So, these cops need to have their faith and everything with you. So y'all gotta, I know it's hard to have your trust with the Chicago police and what's going on and everything. But we're here. We're here listening out. And that's why I wanted him to actually come in to voice his opinion about some of these issues, what's going on here in the city of Chicago. Now, let me ask you this question. Do you think it's going to get as bad as Ferguson here?
Negative. Chicago is a large city, and we have the manpower. I did a little research, and I did some statistics as far as comparing Ferguson to Chicago, and we are 3 times larger than Ferguson. A lot of things that take place in Ferguson as far as what they police are focused on, we came past that years ago. Whereas we have beat officers, we have beat integrity, we have 3 watches, we have TAC teams, so forth and so on.
Is CAPS still in effect?
Yes, it is.
It is?
CAPS is definitely in effect. Now, which ward or which district use the CAPS office more, I don't know, but I know that CAPS is still in full effect, and they get out and they actually do what they're supposed to do in Chicago.
What about in the 24th Ward? Are they actively participating, or are the community scared to open up their mouth? Because the 24th Ward is on the west side of Chicago.
Yes.
And you did say K-Town.
Yes.
And K-Town is known for having the, Four Corner Hustlers and all. I'm not going to endorse no gangs, but the gang, high gang area over there.
Yeah, the most unique part about the 24th Ward is that we house the 11th district and the 10th district. So we have 2 of the fastest districts together on the west side of Chicago, and we see a lot of different crimes on the east end, from the west end all the way to the south end, and to be able to bring both districts together and to work hand in hand, that is what's needed.
What makes that district and community different from the district and community that you work in?
And the district I work in right now.
You don't have to say what district
okay.
you work in. Just from your perspective view, what is it that's different from your district that you actually patrol,
right,
versus what you're running for as alderman, and you see what's going on?
Yeah, the district I work in is pretty much one culture, one genre, one group of people who tend to live in that area. But the district that I live in and that I'm running for office for has it's a melting pot. It has different cultures and different ethnic groups and different backgrounds. And so to be able to bring all of us together and to be on one page, it might be a little tougher than the district that I work in as a first watch overnight officer. Whereas it's known as obvious, it's no secret. And in order to bring different cultures together, you're going to need someone with uniqueness that can do that. To be an alderman in the 24th Ward, you would have to have respect, love, patience, and kindness for mankind to be able to be able to handle and to fellowship with different cultures.
Now, out here in Maywood, they have the saggy baggy pants law out here. Do you think that would be a work in the city of Chicago? And also, the second question is, I just spent the other night for 2 hours.
Yeah.
$38 for parking for 2 hours.
That's crazy, right?
2 hours.
Yeah.
And that was downtown in a parking garage by the Rock and Roll McDonald's. I'm like,
you preaching my sermon, man.
I don't want to go downtown. If I want to go to a show, I'm not going to lie.
Right.
I'll go over on Sunday to Oak Park. They have a huge parking garage. Free parking.
Right.
Why can't we have that in our community?
Hey, can I be honest for a moment?
Yeah,
man?
please, come on.
Can I just keep it 100?
Keep it 100
and be very transparent.
Be transparent. Tell me.
I've been around the world, man. I've been out throughout the United States of America, and Chicago is very unique. One thing Chicago is not New York City. You cannot run Chicago or implement things in Chicago that they will implement in New York. We are not that congested. We don't have a population that New York has, and we actually have a lot more room and circumference to be able to travel back and forth without being put inside of a box where we have to pay for every second and every bike lane and every divvy that's in this city. We didn't ask for it. We didn't look forward to it. We didn't need it. We're not New York. We're Chicago.
Wow.
And Chicago has been ran by Chicago laws governed, and the way we do things, man, ever since I was a child.
Who are the crooks? Who are the crooks? Come on, who are the crooks? You're laughing.
Those who bring other state styles inside of Illinois that don't need to be here.
I found out. I don't get any more red light ticket camera, but I found out when I mail those tickets, they don't go to Chicago. They go to Carroll Stream, Illinois.
Right.
If you look on your ticket, it says Carroll Stream, Illinois. It don't say nothing about Chicago on there.
No doubt. And
I don't know if you ever noticed that. I don't know if you ever gotten a red light ticket.
Yeah, plenty of them.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. But on the ticket, it don't say mail down to the city of Chicago or clerk of Chicago. It says Carroll Stream, Illinois, which is all the way far northwest, where those machines are actually come from Carroll Stream into the city of Chicago.
Ridiculous.
And you're paying Carroll Stream, but they get their little piece off and they break it off to Chicago. What are the aldermen doing about this?
And our schools are still closing. We still have community centers shutting down. Our health facilities are still closing. The money, if you're going to do something like that, at least take those funds and put back into what governs our great city.
Or take that 10 cents per bottle of water a pop.
There you go. Now we talking, man. That's policy, man. And I want everyone that's listening to this right now. I don't care if you don't like my post or you don't like the way I do things or what I stand for, but I'm going to stand on this. This is policy. Listen to me, policy. Listen to me clearly now, because I know a lot of you educated activists and movement type people say, well, they can't be aldermen or politicians if they don't know policy. Listen, policy simply right now, the funds that we allocate and take from what we do, place them back into the entities that better govern our communities, and that's education, and that's healthcare, and that's transportation. So the money that the city of Chicago is taking and like the host said, taking from the water and things of that nature, the red light cameras. Okay, if you take those funds, please place them somewhere that's going to benefit us.
Wow. Okay. Look like we got a caller that's calling in. Let's see who's this.
Okay.
Thank you for choosing WGSJBC Radio Smooth 90.5 FM. Who's calling live on the line? You're live on the air.
This is Carlton Clay, playwright from Augusta, Georgia.
Well, hello, Mr. Carlton. How are you doing today? We have Alderman Roger Washington. He's running for the 24th Ward, and you are a playwright in Georgia. Let me, we want to find out a little bit about you, because I understand Mr. Victor Gully told me that you were going to be giving us a call. But can I ask you a quick question before you go into telling us a little bit about your play and everything? How is the situation there with the police situation in Georgia? What's going on out there? We're live on the air on iHeartRadio and live. And can you give us a little view about that? And have you been to Chicago?
Yeah, well, I like that. Yeah, right now, like out here in Georgia, I've been to Chicago. I was there for the playwright festival that I was part of. But as far as the police situation here in Georgia and Augusta specifically, I know right now our police officers are definitely on high alert. and they're basically just looking out for just any